Alright people, what is going on? Welcome back. So, Cardi B and Candace Owens are at it yet again over the song WAP. I really thought I would have been done with this, but apparently they're never going to really stop beefing. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I understand Candace's criticisms of Cardi B, but at the same time, it's kind of like, you know, Candace, what are you doing? like honestly, like, you can't save every Negro. You won't be able to save most of these Negroes. That's why, like, I'm just like, yo, my whole channel is not even about saving anyone. I'm just holding up a mirror to expose everything. That's what I'm doing. So, I mean, again, I understand Candace's criticisms of Cardi B. I mean, but at the same time, I mean, you have to also think, you know, Cardi B, she doesn't have much attribute. Fuck, I can't say the fucking word. Attributes. Fuck. She doesn't have much attributes. So of course, the only thing she can really talk about is her body and her pussy. And so, nevertheless, I do see both sides, but nevertheless, let's get into what was the whole controversy over the Grammys. So let's check out this article here from the LA Times. Alright, Cardi B fires back against conservative pundit Candace Owens' attack on WAP. A conservative pundit. Okay. Alright, hip-hop star Cardi B took over Twitter on Tuesday to sharply push back against conservative pundit Candace Owens' attack on her and Megan Thee Stallion's performance of their, you know, hit single WAP on Sunday night's Grammy Awards. During the segment on Tucker Carlson's Fox program Monday night, Owens criticized the two rappers for their primetime Grammy appearance, saying, "This seems like an attack on American values, American traditions, and you're actually actively trying to make children inspired to things that are grotesque. We are celebrating perversion." See, say it, school kids, so you can read. We are celebrating perversion in America. Fuck, I can't see it. I can't talk today. I don't know what it is. I done had some lunch. I can't read. I can't read this morning. All right. At the Grammys, Cardi and Megan danced around in giant lucite heels. Lucid heels, and eventually locked legs together in chrome lingerie. In lieu of singing the sexually explicit chorus, they used the words "wet, wet, wet" to comply with the network standings. Perversity. There it is. Perversity. It came to me. See, sometimes it just takes a while. All right. All right. Cardi tweeted to Owens on Tuesday, "If only you can monitor what your kids watch. No one else. Wait. If only you can monitor what your kids watch. In quotes, no one else." Okay. Am I reading this wrong? Oh, only you can. Oh, okay. Only you can monitor what your kids watch. No one else. Okay, I was like, wait a minute. See? All right. I need to start making videos so early in the morning. This is in quotes. I take issue with you being used to encourage young women to strip themselves of dignity, responded Owens. Cardi replied with two nudes of former model turned first lady. Here we go. Trump. See, they're always gonna bring in Trump for something. Even though the man is out of office, they're still complaining. All right, I'll wait. She replied with two photos of Melania Trump. And I quote, "Only white women can be naked and show their sexuality and evolve in their 30s, but I can't," she wrote. First of all, I don't know much about Melania Trump, but being the fact that she was a former model, like, usually models have to do things like that. Like, that's the whole concept of their job. was to model and like be sexy and whatnot, like show off lingerie, you know, freaking you know, like they do those like catwalk runway things, you know, for like Victoria's Secret and all that. Like that's a model's job. I mean, I think Cardi B is classified as a rapper, a gangster rap. I don't even know if she's even classified as a gangster rapper, but nevertheless, I believe she is classified as a rapper and not really a singer. But even though that's the case, like I think the point that Candace was making is that you don't have to, you know, degrade yourself and do all the things that you're doing. But also at the same time, I see Cardi B's side in saying, you know, she can, you know, kind of promote herself how she sees fit, even though it's not in a negative, even though it's not in a positive light, and most people won't respect her for it. I mean, it's her choice, so it's like a double-edged sword. So I see both sides. Let's continue. But yeah, this statement that Cardi B gives is kind of retarded, because that was Melina's job, was to be a model. Like it was her job to be sexy. Like being a rapper, you don't have to be sexy. You don't have to, like, you know, do all these, you know, perverted things like Candace was saying. So it's like, I mean that was a weak stance. But let's see, the debate escalated when Owens took a dig at Cardi for stimulating sex with another woman. Cardi openly identifies as bi, and Megan has generally expressed attraction to women as well as men. Owens titled the display as "Degenerate." Okay, so before this video actually started, I did actually watch some, I mean, I just skipped to that part because I knew I was going to read the LA Times. So I skipped to the end part where, you know, they were like, you know, dancing, you know, Cardi B and Megan, like they were, you know, locking legs, like how this article said. Because I didn't even watch the Grammys, because the whole Grammys is full of bullshit. But I did see that. Is it degenerate? Yes. Am I surprised by that? No. I mean, it's Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. Like, what do you expect you're gonna get? You know, like, what do you expect? I mean, it's like they don't have much. Again, they don't have much attributes to really, you know, distinguish themselves, you know, in the game. So of course they have to kind of sexualize themselves. Otherwise, you won't really get anywhere. That's why you really see a lot of women that can really rap, that have potential. You don't really hear about them because, like, they're not really, you know, showing the goods. And sadly, it's the goods that sell. And Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion knows that. So again, I see both sides of it. Again, is it degenerate? Yes, but I understand why they're being degenerate, because, like, you know, I mean, even with like OnlyFans, a lot of people complain about these women that make millions and hundred thousands of dollars a month from OnlyFans. It's like, yeah, you can be mad at that, but it's also the men that kind of want that supply, and the women are just giving the demand for it. So, well, no, sorry, the men, we have a demand for that stuff, and the women supply, you know, the goods. So it's like, I don't know. It's like, I see both sides. I mean, I'm not gonna place myself on either side. It's like, I'm just looking at the whole thing, you know, from an outside point of view. So, I mean, the whole stimulating sex with another woman, I mean, it wasn't, I mean, the way I saw it, I mean, it wasn't really stimulating sex with another, like, they weren't, I mean, I don't know, maybe I have to watch it again. I mean, they weren't really, like, you know, doing scissoring action. Like, they were close up on each other, like patting each other, well, patting their, you know, their pussy and whatnot, and like they kind of like locked legs and then kind of like rolled around and like kind of stimulated a sex with another man, it seemed like. But I mean, I can kind of see how it would be with another woman if like she had a dildo or something. Again, I think this is like, see, I have to be 100 with you guys, otherwise I'm not being authentic. But I don't mind, you know. I mean, who don't like some lesbian action? You know, I'm gonna keep it $1.50. You know, this is where I do kind of see myself falling into the liberal, kind of like the liberal camp in a way. Like I like me some lesbian action. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've seen a lot of good stuff over on the hub, man. A lot of good stuff from the hub. So it's like, I don't know, man. But again, I can understand how doing that on a grand stage, like the Grammys, would be degenerate for little kids who might be watching. So again, I get that, but at the same time, you know what? I like me some lesbian action, man. Hey, I gotta keep it 100 with you guys, man. I mean, Let me know down in the comments how you feel, but I gotta be honest. Okay, at your best, you are self depreciating. Wait, hold on, where am I? Okay. At your best, you are deprecating, self-deprecating, and humorous, wrote Candace. At your worst, you are naked and shoving your vagina into another one's vagina while thrusting on top of her. Okay. Cardi promptly shared screenshots of a tweet dated November 16th of 2020 that Owens allegedly wrote about her husband having an affair with her brother. Owens argued that Cardi fell for a doctored screenshot and threatened to sue her. Okay, Cardi has since threatened to sue Owens for the accusation. Wait. So Cardi can sue Candace for an accusation for falling for a fake tweet that Cardi herself fell for? What? Let me know how that works. WAP has generated ample right-wing outrage after its August release, providing fodder for conservative commentators like Ben Shapiro, who scrutinized the lyrics on his podcast after airing footage from Cardi and Megan's Grammy performance. Carlson told Fox viewers that they're intentionally trying to degrade our culture and hurt our children. I have to actually look up that actual interview from Tucker Carlson himself. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything. Wow. Actually, let me try to see if I can. Well, actually, yeah. Let me see if I can find out. Like, let me see if I can see those screenshots. Let me see who has the screenshots. Wow, this is such a mess. I mean, I understand where Candace is coming from again, but I mean, like I said, I mean, Cardi B has been in the game for what, a couple years now. So I mean, we kind of know what to expect from Cardi. I mean, again, I understand how Candace sees it as, you know, it's pretty degenerate that you're doing this and little girls are watching this, and little girls are going to imitate this, and you know, it really is hurting the children because kids soak up everything like a sponge, you know, and I think that's what Candace was really getting at. I mean, but again, it also comes down to you do control what you do, what your kids watch. I mean, this one's a tough one, man. This one is a real tough one. I don't know. Let's see. Let's actually find those. Okay, all right. So, All Urban Central on YouTube, they have tweets. All right, let's check this out here. All right, actually, let me just read off. All right, the first tweet from Cardi B is like, "Yay, we made Fox News, guys! Wop wop wop." Let's see, Candace. Let me see. Just at me next time directly. You are a cancer cell to culture. Young black girls having their minds. Shit, can't read. What did that say? Poisoned by what you are trying to package and sell them as empowerment. I'm one of the few that has the courage to tell you the truth. Okay. Let's see. Amazing young girls follow you. At your best, you are self-deprecating. I can't fucking read. At your worst, you're okay. Yeah. So I read that in the New York Times. Let's see, from Cardi, not you talking about two women thrusting their vaginas together while your husband and brother slap cocks and balls together. Well, would you look at that? Wow. What the fuck? Wait, these were doctored? These were like Photoshop? Wait, how? Okay. Candace admitted that her husband cheats with her brother. What the fuck? Bro, that's a pretty good doctor. I mean, you can Photoshop things. So it's like, okay. Alright, let's see. This wasn't Photoshop. You was trending that whole day when you tweeted this, and it was published on a lot of blog outlets. See, blog outlets? It was no actual official news outlet carried that story, because I never heard of this. Your right mind sleeps around. Your right mind sleeps around. Yours sleeps at yours. Yours sleeps at yours. Sleeps at your. The bitch can't write, man. Just like I can't read, the bitch can't write. Your right mind sleeps around. Yours sleeps at yours. Sleep at your home with your brother. Okay. Cock boxing while you tweet me. Let's see. Candace says, what the actual hell are you talking about? Are you dead serious right now and trying to substantiate a Photoshop tweet? Ask me one more time before I get the lawyers to make you publicly admit you're lying and embarrass yourself. Let me see. Not you being mad at me for what you tweeted and published on public blogs. I ain't made it up, honey. Go Google yourself. I actually might have to dig a little bit. Hold on. What the fuck? Alright. Yes, I just spoke to my family. I'm 100% suing Cardi B for this nonsense. I can't just start throwing out wild lies against. You just can't start throwing out wild lies against private members of my family because you're upset someone called you out on your degenerate performance. I'll keep you all posted. Wow. And we don't actually. I need to actually. See, I'm not really on Twitter, so. Okay. Candy Girl now. Why are you lying when you can simply Google your tweet? I should sue you for making it seem like I photoshopped something. First of all, Candace never said you photoshopped it yourself. She said you fell for the actual Photoshop. Let me see, making it seem like I photoshopped something when there's dozens of articles on it and you're trending on Twitter because of it in November. Let me see. I'm going to sue Candy for claiming I photoshopped a tweet that dozens of articles reported back in November of 2016. First she claimed me and my team photoshopped it. Now it was a fake tweet. Which one is it? Everyone is free to Google.
Period. But you can tell this Photoshop because at the bottom of it, it says view tweet activity and
hold on, let me run that back.
She shared a Photoshop. I thought she had authored it, but I guess she shared a Photoshopped tweet that you can tell is Photoshop because at the bottom of it, it says view tweet activity. And if somebody took a screen grab of a tweet from me, it wouldn't say view tweet activity. But she shares this Photoshopped tweet and that says that my husband had an affair with my brother. Completely wild, completely inappropriate. And she knows she's lying, obviously, when she says this, but she doubles down and she says it's not photoshopped. I saw the tweet go out on a day that you were trending. So she's lying. So unfortunately for Cardi, and the problem with having success is that just because you're successful doesn't mean you're smart. Like, she's gonna get sued. That's that. I do not allow, I am like, you know, deeply protective over my family, especially my brother, who is a completely private citizen and has nothing to do with Cardi B and her twerking and whopping, and for her to pretend that she knew that this Photoshop
Okay. Wow, this whole thing is pretty wild. All this from a performance. Jesus Christ. Well, look, I don't know when those lawsuits are going to go through. I may keep covering this because, I mean, the last video that I did with Cardi and Candace, you guys really seem to like it. I got a lot of views. So, I mean, I'm not really trying to chase this whole train of Cardi and Candace, because I mean, I think at the end of the day, they're always gonna beef. They're always gonna not like each other. Actually have Cardi's WAP lyrics actually pulled up. I mean, Ben Shapiro, just like in the article said, Ben Shapiro already did this, so I'm not gonna do the whole thing. But I think it is, you know, reasonable to also look at both sides. Now, looking at Candace's side, it is really degenerate because, I mean, look at the lyrics. Look at the official lyrics. Let's read some of it. Let's see. Beat it up, nigga, catch a charge, extra large, extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card, hop on it. I wanna ride. Do a Kegel while it's inside. Spit in my mouth, look in my eyes. This pussy is wet, come take a dive. Tie me up like I'm a surprise. Let's roleplay. I'll wear a disguise. I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. Make it cream, make me scream. Out in public, make a scene. I don't cook, I don't clean. But let me know how I got this ring. Bruh, like, see, that's the thing about black people. We don't actually read. We just listen to the beat. We just listen to the music. That first verse alone, it gave you nothing. It gave you absolutely nothing. It was just like Candace said, it was just degenerate bullshit. I mean, it's a wet pussy. Like most women have that. Like I don't know. It doesn't make you special. It doesn't make you anything. I mean, and women who do this, like women who act like this, like Cardi B, it is a detriment to themselves, because these are the type of women who aren't going to get married. These are the type of women that men aren't going to bring home to their families. These are the types of women that men will be out there, you know, just using and abusing. And these women will bitch and complain that there are no good men left, when it's like, okay, you're putting yourself in that bad light by, you know, being all, I guess you can call it what, floozy. If that's, people have used that word before, I always wanted to kind of use it. I mean, by being like kind of like a skank, and you know, being, I mean, yes, you can express your sexuality. You can do that. I'm not saying you can't, but I'm saying like there's a certain way in a certain class in which it would be best for you. I mean, that way when guys see you out there in public, they'll be like, man, that's a nice, sexy, classy lady. You know, let me talk to her. Let me get to know her. Instead of, you know, hey, that's, you know, that's just like in the song "See," like there's some hoes in this house. Like, hey, guy be like, yo, let me go get this hole. Let me just smash the cheeks and then I'll dip. You know, it's like these. I don't know. And then it's like a lot of these women, you know, wake up the next morning after smashing a guy and like they're, you know, they feel used and everything and like feel disgusted with themselves, because I mean, you put yourself in that limelight. So what do you expect the guy to do? Like, do you expect the guy to take you seriously when you're out there, you know, acting and dressing a certain type of way? That's not how the world works, sadly. I don't know, but again, that's how I see it. It is a detriment to the kids, because again, kids are going to grow up listening to this shit and acting the way, you know, in which those performers act. And that's why even right now, especially in the black community, like a lot of kids, especially like a lot of like little black kids, black little girls, I mean, that's all they do. Like most like young black children, like they can't tell you like anything intellectual. Like they can tell you artists, and they can tell you like rappers, they can tell you, you know, NFL football players, but like anything that's like really intellectual, they can't tell you. They can't tell you how many branches of government we have. They can't tell you any important battles. They can't tell you any of the amendments. Like in that, it doesn't even have to be like little kids. Even if you get into like, let's say, like middle or high school, they still won't be able to tell you. Hold on. They still won't be able to tell you. And it's like, bro, like, I mean, that's why even with myself, I'm starting to listen to a little bit of rap less, because at the end of the day, you do take in, you know, what you're hearing, and it's like it's not useful to you. At the end of the day, it's not useful to you. It's not helping you build generational wealth. It's not helping you to educate yourself. It's just a woman talking about she has wet pussy. Like, wow, like you might need to get that checked out, bro. Because I mean, if you walk around with wet ass pussy all the time, like that shit might smell like a fucking fish harbor, bro. Like, but I'm just saying, like, that you might need some help if that shit is just constantly leaking like that. Like, I don't know. But again, I see Candace's side. Now, moving on to Cardi B's side. Cardi B is indeed a grown woman. She did make a point in which your parents can control what your kid sees, but nevertheless, your kid is gonna do things regardless of what their parents say. So even if they have like parental blockers on some things, they can always go to their friend's house and watch it over there. Like, you can't always protect your children. So it's like, I mean, it's a valid point, but it's also invalid at the same time. I don't know, but again, Cardi is a grown woman and she can put out whatever kind of music that she wants. Being that this is America and we have freedom, so we have to keep it consistent. So again, I mean, for right now, I have to look more into it. I mean, I'm not going to be biased and just say I'm just going to lean towards Candace's side. I mean, just because I fuck with Candace, but for this particular one, I have to be neutral. I'm not picking a side on this one just yet. I have to do a little bit more, you know, a little bit more research. I do see their points. I do see their sides. They're both very valid. Candace a little bit more because it has like more of a generational impact than Cardi just saying, hey, you being a parent, you can control what your kid sees and watches. Nevertheless, once your kid leaves that house, like they still can be exposed to it in other ways, in other sorts of fashions. So it's like, I mean, I do see Candace's impact more. So, but again, I have to be neutral in this until I get a little bit more info and see, you know, just another, maybe I'm just missing something, you know, maybe I'm just missing another point from Cardi B. Because I mean, it's like, I mean, honestly, women have been honestly doing this for decades, you know, doing this kind of, you know, perverted, just, you know, degenerate music. And it's like, most women, when you see them, like, especially like singers and rappers, like the only characteristics you really have is them showing their bodies, and it's kind of become so normal. I mean, look at Beyonce, look at freaking look at Beyonce, look at Fergie, look at Alicia Keys, like, you know, those, pretty much every female. I mean, Jennifer Lopez, I mean, they've always been like some kind of sexual element to them. I mean, and it sells. So it's like, what Cardi B is doing is nothing new. I mean, you have to kind of say that, hey, why didn't Candace really have an issue with all those women? But again, Candace just really had her kind of awakening and red pill moment in, I think, 2015, 16, if I'm remembering correctly. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, you have to also say that, hey, she's not criticizing those other women for doing kind of same thing, but I think Cardi B is just doing it on a much worse scale, which is why I think she's going after her. So I mean, it's iffy. It's really iffy. I have to get some more info on it. I have to stay neutral on this. I may update you guys on this lawsuit, depending on how this video does, if you guys even want that. Let me know down in the comments below, whose team are you on? Again, I see both points. I'm neutral in this one so far, but nevertheless, guys, that was just interesting. Let me know what you guys think about all this down in the comments below. Again, if you want to support me, go to firstword.com, use discount code SOHEMANUSA to get 10% off in every order. I'm getting out of here, man. Again, let me know if I missed something. Like, send me some links. Let me know. You know, I'm open to ideas. So until we meet again, take care. Bye bye.